I've always been a working man. Since middle school, I've worked at least a side job after school and on the weekends. When I got out of high school, I went to work full-time at a factory. Most people loathe manual labor, but not me. There is a certain peace in working hard jobs for me, and I'll just come out and say I'm greedy. I like money, I love it even. Money opens doors and minds. Everyone needs money. With money you can buy whatever you don't have, even friends, even partners. The saying money can't buy happiness holds no meaning to me, or at least it didn't until last week. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. My name is Gabe and I'm 20. Growing up poor and never being able to afford what I wanted from life, I started working to buy things. Toys when I was in elementary school, TVs and movies in middle school, cars and dates with girls in high school. Whatever I wanted, I would set a goal to achieve. An amount, always an amount. With the amount getting higher and higher, every purchase I started taking money from anywhere. Do you want to move things out of your grandma's house that just died? Sure, don't mind the jewelry going missing. You want someone beat up, doesn't matter to me, but money up front. Once I was out of high school, I tried to grow up and walk the straight and narrow after the second chance with my juvenile record being sealed. So I got a factory job and cleaned my life up. But the money wasn't enough. Rather than go back to less than legal means of making money, I went for some side work instead, which puts us exactly 1 week ago, drinking coffee and scrolling through studies that were close to me on my phone. Participants wanted for a clinical trial of our new drug Nocturnol. Participants will receive $500 base pay and will be entitled to an increasing amount upon the continuation of the trial. The trial will last 1 week, and participants must remain on site at all times. However, participants reserve the right to leave at any time during the duration of the trial, but cannot return. Witness progress, witness the future with Nocturnol. Seeing the base pay and that it could increase, I called the supervisor and let him know that I would be using a week of paid vacation. He said that normally such short notice would result in my request being declined, but since I had never missed a day of work since I started, he said that he would make sure it was approved. I called the number at the bottom of the ad and received an automated system. Atris Pharmaceuticals is the leading pharmaceutical company for behavioral and mental enhancing and healing medicine, founded by the great Walter Jackson Freeman, on May 31st, 1960. The company has become a pillar in the mental health and wellness community. With breakthroughs specifically in, a young woman answered the phone. Atris Pharmaceuticals, how may I help you? The woman asked in a bubbly, cheery voice. Hi, I'm calling about your ad for the clinical trial of Nocturnol. Oh, splendid, she responded. I'll just need your name, approximate weight and height, and age to get started, and we can fill the rest out when you get here. Gabe, 180 lbs, 6'5", 20 years old, I responded. Okay, hun, that'll be all for now. Here is the address, at 8:30 on Monday, and we'll get started then. Don't just have an amazing day, have an Atris day. The weekend flew by and I arrived at 8 and entered the building. Inside looked the same as any doctor's office, a TV in the corner, chairs in rows, magazines on coffee tables and houseplants in the corners. The wallpaper was a thick, creamy color, with brown trim at the bottom. Walking up to a square of plexiglass cut in the wall where the receptionist resided. Hi, I'm here for the Nocturnol trials. You're in the right place, hun. She ducked below the desk, pulling out a stack of papers. You'll need to fill these out before we can move forward. Thanks, I said. I grabbed the stack and walked over to one of the chairs in the corner, sat down and started filling it out. I signed all the general NDAs, waivers of liability, etc. Bringing the paperwork back up to the desk, she filed it away and said, "Follow me." I followed her to the back room. Inside were office chairs and a big table with rolling whiteboards along the walls and papers strewn on the desk. So, Mr. Gabe. It's Gabe. Mr. Gabe, we'll go over what the study is about and what you have to do to participate in the trial. So you will be participating in a trial of the new drug, Nocturnol. Congratulations. Nocturnol is a mental enhancement drug that in testing has been found to help control impulses and sudden urges. There are a few minor tweaks that need to be worked out before Nocturnol is available for consumers on the open market. You will be in the final phase of testing. You will either be given Nocturnol or a placebo. Neither you nor I will know which is which until the conclusion of the trial. To your left are 5 doors and 5 rooms. Each room will double the amount of money, starting with $500 for the first room. You have 5 rooms a day for 5 days. The total upon completing the 5 days will be $7,500. My mouth salivated at the thought of that much money, and my mind drifted. Mr. Gabe. Mr. Gabe. Huh, I asked. Do you understand the parameters of this clinical trial as I have read them to you? Yes. Great, do you wish to proceed? Yes. Great, please stand and walk through the door to your left. Thanks. Oh, and Mr. Gabe. Yay? Good luck. That's all for now. I've got to go speak to the detectives again. I'll be in touch. Gabe.